Straight to business now. The Nigerian Exchange Limited got lifted by 0.12% on Friday. When the bourse finished for the day on Friday, the all-share index ASI was up by 59.33 points to settle at 49,024.16 points as the market capitalization finished 32 billion naira higher to 26.452 trillion naira from 26.420 trillion naira on Thursday. From the analysis of the trading data, the consumer goods, banking and energy sectors saw significant bargain. Hunting activities during the session leaving their respective index closing higher by 0.57%, 0.41% and 0.03%. Well, joining me this morning is Managing Director, Trust Banc Assets Management Limited, Azeez Lawal, who I am very sure is working from home today because of the public holiday. Thanks so much, Azeez, for being here this morning. Now, let's go straight into it. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, on Tuesday, in particular, September 27, 2022, once again raised the benchmark interest rate by 150 BPS from 14% to 15.5%, making it the third straight rate increase so far this year. How did the market react to this?
Yeah, good morning. Once again, thank you for having me. And of course, it gets right. I'm working from home. Yeah, I mean, it's what we saw from the CBN was largely against market expectation. We did not expect that the CBN will intensify their hawkish mode, but then it's difficult for the CBN to run away from global realities because central banks globally have continued to hike rates. So I mean, it was just kind of natural for the CBN to take that position as well. Yeah, the implication for businesses really is that borrowing cost will go up, but good enough for investors. I mean, to start with, your savings rate will go up. I mean, so that's the positive side. While borrowing costs will go up for businesses, interest income will go up for investors. But largely for the economy, we really do not see these positively impacting the economy, even though the CBN did that to arrest inflation, because typically when central banks hike rates like that, the goal is to tame inflation, but we do not see that happening because the ones that we've seen, the hikes that we've seen in the last two MPRs have largely not impacted or arrested inflation. And it's the same trend that we've seen in Ghana, where the Ghana central bank has been aggressive with increasing rates in order to arrest inflation, but it's not been the case. It's not worked as expected because largely these economies have a very big informal market that is not captured within a spectrum of analysis. So again, it's good for investors. It's not so good for businesses, particularly on the borrowing cost aspect. Thank you.
All right, let me quickly run you through some numbers. The Nigerian Exchange opened the month off talking about at 26.880 trillion naira in market capitalization and 49.836.51 in the index at the beginning of trading on September 1, 2022, and closed on September 30, 2022 at 26.451 trillion naira and 49,024.16 index points. Hence, has earned a month-to-date loss of about 429 billion, or you could say 1.63%. What's your take on this?
Yeah, for the equity markets, it's like you rightly noted, it's been largely bearish. It's been a very bearish. It was a very bearish September. Typically, for equity markets and for all markets, what drives activities is level of liquidity. What we've seen in the last 4 weeks is that, I mean, investors are now running towards fixed income where rates are higher, and it's logical, right? Because you typically will run to where you know your funds are safe and you get a decent return compared to where you stay in the equity market, where you're not sure your principal is even going to be protected. So because of that, we've seen very low level of activities in the equity market, and that has, driven the bears. What we saw for positive for most of the month in September is more bargain hunters taking positions and immediately offloading those stocks in the subsequent weeks to enjoy the temporary gains. So again, we don't see that reversing soon until we start seeing the third quarter financials for the equity market. So for now, the equity market really is nowhere to be. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Azeez Lawal. Thanks for joining us and helping us to make a clear understanding of the stock market for this hour. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.